Imagine if the solution to the struggles that you're facing is actually way easier than you ever imagined. That's what we're going to talk about today because it's been kind of a topic on my mind, as well as a topic of discussion that I've had with fellow NTPs and just other people in general. So we're going to dive into that. But first, I need your help. I have a survey. I'm doing a little market research that I would really appreciate your help with. I'm going to link the survey down in the show notes. And if you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate if you just take a few minutes to complete that survey for me. This will be your chance to provide some input as to what exactly you need from me. Imagine if there was a type of service that was exactly what you needed available within the next month or two. Wouldn't that be incredible if you're able to finally get a launch into improving your health in a way that meets your needs, your time, your finances, all of that? Because I know there are so many different obstacles that stop people from taking that next step. And I want to hear from you. What are those obstacles? How can I actually meet you where you are so that you can take those steps forward that you've been so desperately in need of doing for probably far too long? Okay. As a thank you, you have the opportunity to get a free consultation with me. All you have to do is make sure you put your personal information on that survey and answer the question if you're wanting to get that free consult, yes or no. And if you do, I will be reaching out to you regarding scheduling that session with you. So a free 15-20-minute consultation as a thank you for completing this survey. So how about that? If you've been wanting that free consultation, now is your opportunity. This is not going to be a long time offer. So head over, click the link for the survey. As long as it's active, as long as it's available, you have the opportunity to get a free consultation. So please go take a few minutes, go complete that survey for me. I would really appreciate it. It's going to really help me as I'm fine-tuning some things, creating the best servicing and offers appropriate for your needs. I know you're busy. I know finances are tight in this economy, but I want to help you. So I'm brainstorming the ways that I think can be very helpful for you, but I really need your input because I don't want to work on something that you don't actually want or need. So head over, complete that survey. Link will be down in the show notes. So let's go ahead and dive into today's topic. Hi friend, welcome to Made to Be Thriving. My name is Melissa, daughter of the king, wife, dog mom, and a former elementary school teacher turned nutritional therapy practitioner. Are you feeling overwhelmed or even stuck in your wellness journey? You know that how you're feeling and what you're struggling with can't be normal and there must be a better way. I was there too. I started feeling that prompting of the Holy Spirit to dig deeper, and He led me onto a better path with the right guidance that turned things around. This can happen for you too, and I'm here to help you get there. There is hope as we put our faith first, lean into God's word and truth about how we need to take care of our bodies. If you're ready to stop just surviving and start thriving, you're in the right place. Whether you're in your car, working on your to-do list, or just needing to take a break from your busy day, tune in and be encouraged. Okay, if you're anything like me, how I was several years ago, you're constantly looking for those solutions that are going to address the symptoms that you're noticing. You're probably searching on Google or whatever web search engine that you use, trying to find answers, trying to figure out what is the best diet for this issue, what is the best supplement or the best treatment for this issue. And something I've come to know and learn along the way, not only in my own health journey, but also working with clients, is that so often it's not as complicated as we think. Now, for some, they're going to include all these things I'm going to talk about, but still have some areas where they're just stuck. Things are not progressing as they need to. And in that case, yes, we need to go deeper. We need to do, basically, we just need to do deeper work is what it is. But the thing I've noticed with some clients that I've had in the past is when we just made basic changes in their diet and lifestyle, they noticed a significant improvement in all those symptoms they came to me with. These are clients who came to me with what seemed to be a never-ending list of symptoms, very similar to my own personal journey. But then when we started working on foundational things that we really should all be doing every single day, these clients started noticing a huge shift in their health. We weren't loading them up on all the supplements or anything like that. We were just working on cleaning up their diet, increasing their hydration, learning how to read those ingredient labels, making better choices when they ate out, all these basic things in their nutrition, their diet, and then finding ways to really work on their lifestyle habits, whether it was exercise or mindset things that needed to be worked on, stress management, all of that kind of stuff. They all go together. And so often we underestimate the power of just doing the basics. This happens all the time. It's actually been one of the biggest needs I've noticed with clients who come to me. They're looking for those deep foundational protocols and plans and all this stuff, thinking that the basic stuff's just not going to work. I do all that. But then when we dive deeper into it, they're actually not doing all the basic things that they need to. They're doing things that they think are what they need to do based on the commercials and the marketing and all these things. But then when we start really going deeper and looking into what are they actually consuming? Are they actually reading ingredient labels? Are they removing those toxins out of their home to the best of their ability? Are they choosing better options when they're grocery shopping? Are they doing things to help manage stress? Stress plays a huge role in our health issues. So many of these factors actually aren't being addressed, even when we think they are. So it's always a good idea to have that second brain, the second eyes to look at what are you actually doing on a daily basis. Are we all going to be perfect in how we implement things with the consistency and all that? No. But when overall we're eating a pretty clean diet, we're increasing our hydration, we're trying to get in regular movement, whether that's slow or fast or high intensity or whatever it may be, we're finding ways to manage our stress. All these things can make the biggest change in our health. They're basic things, and we really underestimate the power of the foundational basics. And so this is why I always focus on this stuff first. I want to look at where are you actually at right now, and where do we need to really fine tune things? Where do we need to improve? This is all stuff I work on with clients. It is the very first step I focus on. What are we eating? Are we increasing our hydration? Are we doing things to manage our stress? Are we reducing toxins from our home, our personal care, our packaged foods, all of that? These are all things that have to be addressed first. If we're not addressing these things first, we really can't expect to make huge progress in our health. That's really what it comes down to. If we're still eating out all the time, we're using all the toxic personal care and cleaning products and all those things in our home, we're living a really high stress life, there's no protocol, no supplement, no prescription, none of that stuff is actually going to do any good. It's going to be a huge waste of time and money. And nobody wants to waste time or money, right? And so why not think about the simple steps that we can be implementing today that may not cost you anything? Increasing your hydration. Start drinking more water. Add a little dash of sea salt to get some minerals in there. Make sure it's filtered water, quality water. Pay attention to the ingredients on any packaged items you have, whether it's in your food, your personal care, your household. Start reading those ingredients and start making better choices. Look for the cleanest you possibly can. My biggest tip there is if you can't read the ingredients, you don't want to use it or consume it. Okay, that is my biggest tip for people when they're trying to figure that out. It makes it so much easier to start cleaning things out. Are we eating whole, nutrient-dense foods, meat, veggies, any of the produce, fruits, eggs? Are you eating whole, nutrient-dense foods, or is the bulk of your diet packaged, prepackaged foods, eating out, all those things? So when we really evaluate what are we consuming, what are we exposing ourselves to, and then we start making those daily habit changes, we can expect things to start changing in how we feel. You might notice increase in energy, better sleep, better digestion, better moods, and so many other things you'll start to notice a change in when you just start implementing daily healthy habits. This is the core of health. This is what should be taught across the board, but it's not. So often we have to learn this on our own as we go through our own health journey. It can also be super overwhelming as you start digging into it, start doing the internet searches on it and everything. This is why I want to help you with that. I want to reduce that overwhelm. I want to help you start taking real steps towards feeling your best without the overwhelm. So here's my question for you. What are you going to do today that can make a huge difference in your health? Do you need to start with as simple as just drinking more water? Maybe you need to go for a walk. Or maybe the next time you go to the store, we're going to start eliminating a lot of that processed packaged foods and increase the amount of meat and veggies and fruit, the fresh foods. We want to start increasing that. Maybe it's we're going to go through our household and clean out all the toxins. Now, do I recommend just going through and throwing everything out? No, because that can be super expensive to try and swap everything out at once. But what I would recommend is prioritizing. What are the things you use on a daily basis? And I would start prioritizing those. The next time you go shopping or order online, start swapping those out. For example, deodorant. Deodorant would be a huge one to swap out. I would recommend as one of your top ones. So next time you need to get deodorant, or maybe today, that's going to be just the one thing, you know what, I'm going to swap it out today. Find a clean deodorant that doesn't have aluminum and doesn't have all the toxins loaded in it. Toothpaste, moisturizers, cosmetics, your cleaning products. All these things actually matter in your health and are making things worse. For me, when I finally started cleaning out all like the toxic household cleaners and started paying more attention to the things I used on my skin and all of that, I did start noticing a shift in my health a little bit. Actually, pretty significant when it came to my headaches. My headaches decreased when I started reducing toxins. I had a lot of deep issues going on. I still have some things going on, but I will tell you that reducing the toxin load on my body played a huge role in helping me to start getting better. I didn't realize how much they were impacting my health. They create a ton of stress on the body. Stress impacts our digestion, and then our digestion issues overflow into other areas of our health. Everything is connected. So if you're seeing practitioners who are only looking at things in isolation, like they only focus on gut health, they only focus on your blood sugar, they only focus on diabetes, they only focus on this or that. That's okay because that's what they specialize in. However, we also need to make sure that those practitioners are recognizing the connection between all the body systems. It is so much more helpful when you're working with a practitioner who knows that the systems are all connected and they are not solely focused on, I'm only going to treat this. We need practitioners who are open to making those diet and lifestyle changes because it's going to impact every area of our health. Okay, so don't just get super hyper focused on one symptom and trying to treat that one symptom or trying to improve that one symptom, because when you're doing that, you tend to end up putting what we call a Band-Aid on the issue. So you're putting a temporary solution on that issue. Think about when you have a headache. Most people will go reach for their Tylenol or some other pain reliever when they have headaches, right? Those are temporary solutions. They're actually not helping you in any way. They're just maybe minimizing or taking away the pain temporarily, while also directly affecting other areas of our health. So the next time you're reaching for those things because, oh, that helps me every time, I'm just going to do that. Okay, well, if you need to do that for a time, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not actually working on the underlying issues and root cause issues, you're just continuing to put a Band-Aid. So while that might be a need for a time, make sure that you're also working on your foundational health. Because as you work on that foundational health, you're most likely going to start to recognize some of these long-time symptoms that you've been experiencing are going to start to improve. You might start noticing, wow, I'm not getting headaches as often as I used to. My digestion feels a little bit better. I'm not having that gas or bloating or whatever nearly as often. I'm sleeping better. My moods are better. My energy is better, whatever it may be. When we actually start tackling the foundational issues, when we start addressing root cause, foundational health, it's going to overflow into all those things. Those symptoms that we experience are basically our body's way of just trying to alert us that something's going on. But that one symptom is not the issue. It's just what your body is doing to help you pay attention. So if I could encourage you to do one thing today, it's to evaluate, where do I need to start working on? Is it a cleaner diet? Is it more water, better hydration? Do I need to just get more movement in my day? Do I need to get outside more often? Do I need to start swapping out things that I use on a daily basis because the ingredients are pretty bad and they're affecting me? Where do you need to start today? Everybody might be different. I always recommend hydration as the first thing to take a look at, because so often that is a key issue. So many people are walking around dehydrated and don't even realize it. When we're dehydrated, we have a number of symptoms that surface. Chronic dehydration causes a lot of different symptoms, especially with our digestion, headaches, all kinds of things. So start with that. I would recommend starting with water. Are you drinking enough water? If you're not, let's make that your goal this week. Focus on your hydration. Do you drink plenty of water? You're getting about half your body weight in ounces, or give or take somewhere in there, but basically feel like you're getting plenty of hydration. Okay, now let's look at our diet. What are we consuming on a daily basis? Am I just eating out all the time? Am I just grabbing those quick packaged meals? If that's the case, maybe it's your diet you need to work on. Maybe you need to start working on having a more nutritious breakfast and lunch and dinner. You might want to just choose one meal to start with. Maybe find the meal that is your weakest, the area where you really struggle, and focus on that one and making that better, more nutritious and healthy meal. And as you get good at that, start overflowing into the other meals of the day. Even in your snacks, what are you consuming as a snack if you're snacking throughout the day? All these things can make a huge change and a huge difference in how we feel. Now, if you're doing all the things, your hydration is great, your diet is amazing, you're getting good exercise or good movement activities in, you're doing all the things to help minimize stress, then maybe we need to dive into some other aspects. Maybe there's some other things you haven't thought of. Come share it over in the Facebook community. Do you feel like you're struggling in a certain area? Are you wondering, what else do I need to do? I've been doing this, and this. Is there something I'm missing? Come pop that over in the Facebook community and let's help each other kind of discover where are the areas we need to focus on right now. And then the other thing I want to remind you of is I have a survey right now I would love for you to fill out that I mentioned in the beginning. This is going to help me create the services that you need. And I know budget is a concern for many people. I know time is a concern for you. We're all busy, right? You're either a busy mom or a busy professional. Things are just busy and you feel like you don't even have time to get the help you need. That is something I want to work on. I want to work on providing a service, an offering for you that no matter how busy you are, it can be a game changer for you. Okay? Please go complete that survey for me. I would really appreciate it. It's going to really guide me in knowing what exactly you need right now. And if I get enough response, I might be able to get that offering out very quickly. But I need to know what you need, because I don't want to work on anything that you don't actually need, right? So go over to the description, click on the survey link, and complete that as soon as you can. You have the opportunity to also get a free consultation for completing that. So if you want that, make sure you input your personal information and just mark yes for that question that you want the free consult. If you don't want the free consult at all, you're not interested, that's totally fine, but I would love and appreciate if you would still complete the survey. You can complete it anonymously. You don't have to put your personal information. That part is not required. only if you're wanting the free consult, I do need that information. But if you don't want the free consult, it's totally up to you if you want to put your information or not. Okay? So do me a huge favor, go complete that right now before you forget, because I know you're busy. You're going to think I'll do it later, and then guess what? You're not. Trust me, that's me. I do that all the time. I think, okay, I'm going to go do that thing later on today, and then before I know it, the day is gone. I've totally forgotten about it, and it ends up way in the back of my mind, and I never get to it unless I get reminders. So go complete that survey right now. It shouldn't take you more than a few minutes, and I hope to be able to serve you to the best of my ability in a way that meets your needs, that meets you where you are. Okay, so as I'm working on different services and offers, I want to meet you where you are. So help me out by going and completing that survey, and I look forward to sharing about that very soon. Have a great day. Hey friends, if this podcast encouraged you and taught you something new, leave a review and hit that subscribe button. The next thing you can do is share this podcast with a friend or even in your Instagram stories. Don't forget to tag us at Made to Be Thriving. Come connect with us over in our Facebook community or send us a DM over on Instagram. I pray this has blessed you in some way and you find encouragement knowing you are not alone in this journey. There is always hope, and let's focus on making the progress that is possible. Information provided to date are for informational and educational purposes only. The information and education provided is not intended or implied to supplement or replace professional medical treatment, advice, and/or diagnosis. I'll meet you back here soon.